welcome to my home. I've been meaning to do an apartment tour for some time now. It's been about 6 months since we lived here, so why don't you just come on inside and I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of our apartment. Okay guys, so thanks for coming into my apartment. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of what $2,000 can get you in a bay. So starting off, this apartment is about 600 square feet. It's a 1 bed, 1 bath, and it's in a pretty good area. So actually it's one of the cheapest apartments in our city. So I'm actually pretty lucky to have an apartment that's this size and costs this amount. So in that regard, I'm very blessed. But I do want to just bring you guys along a little bit and just show you a little bit more of the apartment. So right here, we actually have this makeup desk that Ian and I built about a month before we moved in here. So we didn't actually know if we were gonna get a 1 bedroom or 2, but we decided to kind of build something that we knew would be in the apartment, but also something that we just like wanted for me to kind of have to do makeup, to just sit. Sometimes I would even like work on work stuff here. So it's just like kind of like a little desk for me to utilize like this blank empty space. Here we have this couch that we got from Amazon, and this couch is probably the most expensive thing that we have in the house, which is crazy because just about everything else we bought or we made actually. So just about everything else in the apartment we made. There's very few things that actually cost a lot, and this is probably one of them. Our couch was like maybe $300 on Amazon, and we weren't really trying to go for something super expensive. We just wanted something that was cute and also functional. So one of the things that we both really liked about the couch is that because we have a 1 bedroom, this couch actually folds down to a full-size bed. So that's actually really helpful. So when we have guests over, or like a couple months ago, I had my parents over, and so I was able to sleep out here and I was able to get them to bed because this couch turns into one. In here, which is this table. So actually Ian and I, funny story, found this table on the way from church one day, and it was black, like a deep black. And so if I find a picture, I'll either put it here or here, wherever it kind of fits when I find the picture, and I'll show you guys what it used to look like. But we actually sanded it down and then resurfaced it and painted it white. So this was actually free, and because we already had the stain from the makeup desk, we didn't have to buy any new stain. So that's like a really good sturdy piece of furniture that we could buy somewhere that'd be a couple $100, but it's actually free for us. Our TV stand that Ian and I built a couple of months before we moved in, and the TV stand itself is gorgeous. We kind of kept it with that same theme of the gray, blue, white, yellow that we have going on throughout the entire house. So what we did was we just, made this, and then we actually used these poles that are silver, and we let them rust a little bit to hold up the actual TV stand itself. So that part we really, really like. So if you look up here, we have these shelves, and these shelves, like everything else, are also made by us. So we took the same metal like frame that we used to make the TV stand, and we put it into the wall, into the studs, and then we took these boards and hit it with a blowtorch the same way we did the makeup desk, and then we framed them up on the wall. And then we did the other thing to the other side, so we were able to hang different pictures onto the wall itself. Okay, and so here is actually our little pet. This is Kane. Let me turn on his light so you guys can see him. But this is Kane. We actually named him off of one of Ian's favorite players on the San Jose Sharks. It's a hockey team. And he's actually our little beta, and he's been hanging in there with us for a little while. He's not too friendly, he's a little bit aggressive, but he's our baby and we love him. So yeah, that's Kane. He just kind of hangs out in here all day. So this, I almost forgot about it, but it's actually our swing. So Ian and I wanted to add a little bit more character to the living room. So we put a swing in the middle of our living room and kind of just attached it to this pole. It's a little bit hard to see right now, but we actually just wanted to have it attached, and that way it kind of like swings, and it holds about 300 pounds. So look who we found. Hi, buddy. So this is one of Ian's spots. This is actually our back patio. We did not build this, but we did buy it. So it's we got this from Amazon as well. And so back on our back patio, we have this longer chair where he is, a table. It's a little bit dusty because we've gotten a lot of dust from the construction across the street. But we have that, and then we also have these lights, which we turn on at night. 2 more chairs. And then we have this garden plot that Ian built for me, like when we first moved in here, when I was still studying for the bar. And so over here we have some mint leaves, which are growing like weeds. And then over here, we just have some really pretty kale. And then right here on the floor, we kind of just have like a little bit of like a relaxation area with 2 of these granny balls and then the rug to match. And underneath here, which we're trying to find a different spot for it, but we haven't yet, is the watering can, some fertilizer, and then like a little bucket. So yeah, that's our back patio. So if you walk into the dining area from the kitchen, you'll see the table, chairs, which we also got from Amazon, and these were about $100 for the chairs and about another $100 for the table. And then you also have back here our bookshelf. So our bookshelf is something that Ian built for me about 2 weeks ago, actually. I actually wanted to buy a bookshelf from Amazon, and he was like, nope, we're gonna make one. So I'm actually pretty happy with it and how it came out. And so right here, we actually have this wood cut, and there was some sap on it. And so what we did was we sealed it with a clear sealer and then stained this part. And that's kind of how we got that look that we're going for. And then we used some lanterns and garland that we're gonna use for the wedding and put it across the top to give it like that rustic look. And then beneath here, we use like a cake topper, camera, and then Ian actually got me these Harry Potter bobbleheads, because if anybody knows me, they know like I'm obsessed with Harry Potter. And then some books, which are these that down here are actually some of my favorite books. And then right here, we actually hung this shadow box that Ian made for me for our anniversary. So it's basically like all the first things that we did for our first year. Encompass everything, but it was just really sweet of him to do that and to make that for me for our anniversary. Hey guys, so as you guys can see, I probably look like a little bit more oily and stuff, but actually I had to stop the video because we were about to be late for church. So I'm just gonna try to pick up where we left off with you and just kind of like show you guys the rest of the apartment. So as you see behind me, this is our living room, and I pretty much hit everything in here, and then I also hit the dining room area. So I'm just gonna move on to the kitchen, and then after the kitchen, I will show you all my room, the bathroom, and then some of the more spacious areas of the home. Okay guys, so this is our kitchen. It's kind of a galley style. You have the microwave, sink, knife rack, dishwasher, some drawers here, and then we also have the stove area, and then some more storage area, food, and some more like utensils and stuff. So for this is actually a pretty decent sized kitchen for as far as like California standards are concerned. One of the things I really like is like how much cabinet space we have. So we have here, and then we have here for cabinets. And then we have this side here, which is mostly like glasses and mugs. And then over here on the other side is where we keep all of the different spices and different like foodstuffs. And then in this corner, it's just right over here, it's just a continuation of food. So one of the things that I don't particularly like about this kitchen is that the storage space itself doesn't really have a lot of like storage or storage capacity. Even though there's a lot of cabinets and there's a lot of lower drawers for pots and pans, the top drawers aren't that tall, so you can't really actually hold a lot of items in there. Even though you can hold a lot of items, like an example, a cup or a mug, my olive oil is really big and it doesn't fit in the cabinet, so I have to like keep it on the counter. But other than that, the kitchen is actually a really good size, and there's like room and then room, so it's actually bigger than most kitchens that I've been into, or most kitchens with an apartment. And then I'm going to show you guys really quick two of my favorite features in this kitchen. So one of my favorite things about the kitchen are these little jars that we got. So we actually got these jars from Target, and in this one it just says utensils on it, and we have like 2 ice cream scoops, can opener, and then like various spatulas and a rolling pin. And then in here we have cookies, and there are still some cookies in there, but they're in like a plastic bag. And then we have a coffee one here, and it has like a double seal to keep it fresh. And then we have my tea here, and then a sugar one. So that's kind of like one of my favorite things about this area in the kitchen, is like how cute that is. And I think this was probably like $5. And then the next thing that I really like is my tea kettle. So I actually got this tea kettle when we first moved in, and I just wanted something that kind of matched with everything. So it's like that gray, and it has like the white and black with it as well, so it kind of fits the same theme of the kitchen. And then I know I said 2, but I just had to mention this one. The third is my cast iron skillet. I love that thing. So I actually just leave the cast iron skillet and the tea kettle on the stove, because I use both of those so much that I just leave them there. So it makes no sense to put them up, because I use both of them like almost every day. And then other than that, there's just the fridge, which is like a standard fridge. So one thing that I do like about this apartment in general is the amount of like windows, and as well like closet space. So one of our closets here actually has a ton of space. So I know it's like a little bit messy, but this is kind of just like a storage closet. We have like our longboards in there, toilet paper, suitcases, dirty hamper, and then like cleaning supplies. And then all of this up here is like wedding stuff, but it's like a lot of space for that. And then over here we actually have another storage closet, and it has like the vacuum, broom, and like a mop. Now we're moving on to it's like kind of like the bathroom area. So right here is actually the sink for the bathroom. And so if you see, this is like kind of like where I keep everything. So I keep like different soaps. This one kind of has like a smell, and it's like a cherry smell. Then this one doesn't have a smell at all. So if you're like sensitive to smells, then you can use this one. Lotion, toothbrush for my edges, and then toothbrush for my mouth. And then like just different like facial creams, my Vanity Planet. And then like I was saying before with storage, there's actually a ton of storage here, because this is where I keep like hair products, lotions, different types of skincare. So all of that is like down here, and I just keep that down there. And then all these drawers here are full of like hair care products. And so then we get into the bathroom. Excuse the humming. And then the bathroom is just a really simple, we just kept with the same theme as throughout the rest of the house, the gray and the white. And so we just did that for the bathroom. And basically the bathroom is just a toilet and then the shower. To be honest, it's probably one of my least favorite things about the apartment because the bathroom is so small. Let me show you. So if I was to actually pop a squat on this toilet and then try to shut the door, my knees would hit it. So like if I want to use it, I actually have to go, shut the door, and then sit. Because if not, I'm gonna hit the door every single time. So that's honestly one of the biggest things that I've noticed about this. So I'm gonna show you the last part. I'm gonna try to wrap this up because I don't want it to get too long. I'm gonna show you where the magic happens. So actually there's no magic. There's just this bed, but so this is my bedroom. I'm gonna step out so you guys can see the whole thing. And one of my things about our house in general is that I don't like a bunch of useless clutter, and neither does E. So this is kind of like how we, got our bedroom set up. So basically we had like a curtain here, but we put up these sheer curtains and to just kind of give it like a flowy, like boho kind of vibe. And so at night when it gets like way cooler, the wind blows, it's like super cute. So we have that going on. And then over here is just the dresser with like pictures of me and my best friends, and then jewelry box, and then pictures of me and my line sister and some other sorors that we met. And yeah, so that's just pretty much the only thing that I keep on my dresser. That and this like small like perfume. I try not to have too much out on my dresser because I want it to look clean and crisp, and so I like to keep all that stuff put away. And then over here is just a simple bed made. It's a queen size. And then the dresser here, which has like really just like night clothes in it, and then more sorority stuff. And this is actually, fun fact, the box that Ian and I are gonna use for the wedding. So he actually made this for me when we first got engaged. So we're gonna use that for the ring bearer. And then we have these pictures, these scriptures on them. So this one says courageous, be strong, do everything in love. And that's 1 Corinthians 16, 13, and 14. And then the next one says, your word is a lamp to my feet and a light for my path. And that's Psalm 119 and 105. And then finally we have this, which I got for Ian and I a while back. And it just says, I choose you, and I'll choose you over and over and over, without pause, without a doubt, and a heartbeat. I'll keep choosing you. So that's just something that we're going to use throughout our marriage, and just to kind of like remind each other of like, how important we are to each other. And then over here are just some pictures of us from like trips that we've been on. So that's kind of like our whole little setup. So I'm going to show you guys the closet really quick. So this is like the best part of this entire apartment, this huge closet. So if you can see, this half of the closet is like super big, especially for California standards. And I basically have like my dryer up there, some sorority stuff, a ton of clothes on this side, backpack. Then down here I have like a lot of glasses, and then a ton of like perfumes and lotions, and then some shoes. And if you go down a little more, there's like all of my designer bags are up here in the top closet, and then there's more clothes over here, and even in that pink bucket, and then some more like different shoes and everything. So this is honestly like my favorite part of this apartment, this closet. So in general, I feel like my room just kind of like gives me more ability to, you know, just keep more stuff. But also it's kind of a catch-22 because now I'm just keeping a lot of stuff that I don't really need. So I'm actually gonna try to go through here within the next couple of weeks and try to get rid of stuff and try to like throw stuff out that I don't actually need. But I do want to just say, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. That's pretty much all of the room. I don't really have that much else to show you guys. Like, you've seen everything, you've seen the apartment. This is pretty much what $2,000 gets you. It's like I said before, it's 660 square feet. That's a 1 bed, 1 bath. And so my rent is actually like $19.25, but it includes water and trash. And so that ends up going to like $2,000, so it's like $19.95 or something like that every month, which isn't too bad, honestly. In the Bay, like, people I know are paying way more. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, be true to you. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification so you never miss an upload from me. I am gonna try to upload videos every single Wednesday from now on. I'm trying to keep being constant with the video uploads. So guys, if you could just hit that notification and just go ahead and like it. If you want to see more videos like this, if you want to see more videos detailing like things about the apartment, like how to make your house a home or how to hide wires from cable boxes and everything else, or how to budget, you know, just let me know and I'll be so happy to do that for you guys. Once again, as always, be true to you, and thank you guys for tuning in.